Hello, Targar friends. Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and it's time for another Orc Mode workout. And today was max effort deadlift day. Now, you guys know the rules. You watch these videos every day, you like them, you enjoy them. Please remember to click like before you watch that PR. Reach down to click the button. Come on. There you go. Thank you. It's appreciated. So, over to the training. Happy with today's PR. The grip stuff is holding strong. My change in strategy of doing all my rowing on squat and deadlift day, so that when I have a bench day before, I can take a break from the forearm and grip work, and I don't do any pinch block work, any crush grip work. I cut all that out the day before deadlifts. All right, so we do it through like 3 days on, 1 day off. All of my pulling with the axle bars is done on lower body days, so I'm recovered from it hopefully by the time we get to today. And I think we saw it. The grip training is paying off. Now, that doesn't mean we quit. We keep moving with it. I might do less actual forearm work, and I think that's probably reasonable, like as far as the standing wrist curls and stuff, but everything else is good. I'm going to keep doing all the other stuff because it's working. And this was a little soft on the lockout, but considering it's 642 pounds at the lockout, and that's more than my max, I'll take it, because it shows that I'm pretty strong up to that point. Like I said, the lockout's a little soft. Lockout was a little soft, but overall strong, fast, happy with it. Went ahead and bumped the weight on the glute bridges. Now these were tough with this weight, but get the range of motion that we want on a glute bridge. People need to remember the reason I'm using like 60 pounds more on this than I do on my hip thrust is this is a shorter range of motion. You not just can handle more weight, you have to handle more weight. So yeah, for those counting that up, that's 485 for 3x10. Now I only do 3 sets of this. I try to do 5 sets of the hip thrust when I do those on the squat days, and I stop at 3x10 on these. People might say why. The heavier weight recovery. And I feel like 3x10 is a very solid amount. I get a lot of work with that, especially with the heavy weights we're using. I feel like I get a lot of work. And yeah, I feel it in my glutes, but I feel it in my hamstrings tremendously and my quads. You know, a lot of people have probably noticed I don't have any quad work. The quads are growing. Quads are growing. I feel it on my glute bridges and my hip thrusts. Like, I feel like they're good quad exercises for me personally. My particular structure, but I have massive, strong quads. My quads like to work. My quads kind of take over on anything. So, not really a big deal. But if you think about it, yes, it's at a deep knee position. Yes, it is only a partial for the quads. However, it's a partial for the quads at the joint angle where the quads matter most for a squat. And it works the lower quads, right? It doesn't give you the carrot thighs like leg extensions do. A lot of people aren't aware that that's what causes that. Actually, it's not squats. And we did our good mornings. And you know, a couple things come up. Some people ask me, well, why do you do the change? Why do you rotate through all these, this and that? Like, it doesn't matter because I'm building my strength with these other exercises. And people need to understand that. Max effort work is there to teach you how to strain. It's there to test strength, teach you how to strain, and give a mild amount of your training response. It counts for what, maybe 5% of my training in terms of the actual response for hypertrophy. Don't get caught up in, oh, you have to test this lift or that. Rotate through them all the time. Doesn't matter. The more variation you do, the lower your chance of overuse injuries, the lower your chance of getting stale at a movement. Rotate chain weights, deficits, block work, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're not building our strength with the deadlift anyways. It is accounting for a tiny amount of it. It gives us some minor technique work, and it teaches us how to strain and hit max lifts. Okay, that is the reason we max out. Because to get strong, you have to max out. And I want that to be clear. But it doesn't build the structures for the strength. All this other stuff does. Now let's come over to the other point. I'm going to slap the next person who asked me about Romanian deadlifts. You guys who are weaker than me on deadlifts, who are asking how can you get your deadlift up, and then you want to ask me about exercises that you do not see me doing, that you don't see me prescribing. Look at what I do. My deadlift is still going up. What exercises do I do for my deadlift? I'm giving you guys the keys to the kingdom. I'm giving you the keys to the kingdom. And you guys keep asking me about Romanian deadlifts, when I have repeatedly told you over and over and over that good mornings are better for most purposes. There are exceptions. For you guys who are trying to get your deadlift from 500 to 550, you are not the exception. Okay? Make that clear. What am I doing right now? Heavy glute bridges. High rep good mornings. Axle bar Pendlay rows. Okay? If you're stuck at a 500 deadlift, these will take you to 550. If you're stuck at a 400, they'll take you to 500. Okay? I don't know how to be more clear than that. And I feel like when I say this and I give you guys all this info, it's right here for free. It's right here for free. I'm going to repeat an expression my father told me growing up once when I messed up something. We were working on some mechanical stuff and I messed something up. My dad looked at me and he goes, "Son, I give you books to take to school. I give you a mule to ride to school. And what do? You stand on the books and F the damn mule." Okay, that's what I feel like when you guys ask me about, well, why can't I just do Romanian deadlifts? Okay, I'm showing you guys what I do. I'm showing you guys what a lot of my clients do. If I'm showing you this works, why do you need to do something else? And I'm not saying the Romanian deadlift's a bad exercise. I'm saying that for recovery purposes, if you want to maximize training volume and you need to build your erectors, hamstrings, all this stuff on a hip hinge, the good morning is easier to recover from because you can use half or a third of the weight. Like for me, to get any work on a Romanian deadlift, I've got to go like 365, 400 pounds. And then to do 4 sets of 10 with that, 5 sets of 10 with that, it beats my recovery up. And it doesn't work any of these muscles more. Guys, hypertrophy these muscles. Stimulus to fatigue ratio matters. The good morning has an enormous stimulus to fatigue ratio. And then all the people talking about grip, will do grip training. If you can do twice the training volume and recover from it for all the muscles you're trying to build, do it, and then do some grip work. Besides, here's a big chunk of my grip work. I'm doing axle bar rows, 10 sets of 10. Okay, grip is covered. Now, let's also look at building a deadlift. Every single muscle in the entire deadlift in the supplemental work I just did here got what? Got direct hypertrophy work. Did every muscle involved with the deadlift, and including grip, reach its minimum effective volume in this workout? 3 sets of 10 on really heavy glute bridges, limit sets. 4 sets of 15 on good mornings. 10 sets of 10 with axle bar Pendlay rows. Every single muscle involved in the conventional deadlift, including the grip, just got enough stimulus to grow. That means this workout alone should, in theory, increase my deadlift. Now, it might not increase it significantly. It might only increase it half a pound, a quarter of a pound. But every muscle involved in the deadlift got its minimum effective training volume. Every muscle. This is how you build a deadlift, guys. This is how you build a deadlift and recover from it. And this is how you build a deadlift and look big, because you see some of the guys who can deadlift a ton and they're still small. Okay. We're going the other direction. We're building size to increase our deadlift. Get thick as peanut butter. Everything between the traps and the hamstrings. Actually, even the calves got worked on this. My calves will probably grow from this. You guys ask about calf training. This was a calf workout today. Your calves will grow from this workout. Today's workout, what I just did, cause your calves to grow. We literally hit everything from the traps to the ankles on the posterior side. And some biceps. Now, I need more bicep work behind this, obviously. I'll do some curls later, some band curls. Kind of my last little key to it. Make sure we keep those bicep tendons healthy. But overall, happy with the lift. And I hate to rant like that, but I feel like some of the questions I'm getting when I literally give you guys all the info all the time about supplemental lifts to build your deadlift, and then people want to ignore it. They say, well, can I do this instead? I'm like, man, I just handed you the keys to the kingdom, basically. I just handed it to you for free. Like, people pay me for that. That's why I need to stop giving it, man. I swear, there are times I need to stop giving the gold nuggets, because the people who pay for it will do it. The people who get it for free will literally wipe their butt with it and say, I'm not going to do good mornings. I'm going to do Romanian deadlifts. It's like, I need to stop giving you good info for free then. Because if you're not paying for it, you'll ignore it, won't you? I mean, think about that for a moment. Think about that. But then my clients who pay for it, they just get stronger. Their deadlifts are all going up. Now, we program all of it. I'm giving you guys programming here. But that is frustrating, though, when you see the comments from the regular people. Because I'm giving the answers. This is how I build my deadlift. There's no secrets here. It's all publicly viewable. Like the whole deadlift increase, every exercise I have used to be increasing my deadlift through this, you guys see it on camera. It's all there. And I discuss it like I've given it to you. Right? I mean, take it or leave it, but it's free. Also, I'm probably just ranting because I'm still aggressive from a heavy deadlift pull. That pull, like, I had to kind of get in my head a little bit. So that's probably part of it. So I'm like chewing you guys out because I'm still kind of coming off the tail end of that. But happy with the pull. I mean, the lockout a little soft. The deadlift is coming along. And by using all the different chains, we're getting used to holding that heavier weight at the top. Testing my grip. Keeping everything moving forward. Everything's moving forward. Everything's going great. Right? Everything is going great. Couldn't be more happy with the pulling. We're going to bench press tomorrow. So I hope it has been informative. And I will talk to you guys next time.